Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got back a couple of days ago from my vacation in Phoenix, Arizona. And so for those of you who don't know or who are new to my channel, I'm from Canada and we don't have a lot of the same stores that the States has. Or if we do have the same stores, they don't carry the same makeup brands and products. So I was really excited to pick up some new makeup when I was in the States. I think I hit up like 5 or 6 Ultas because we don't have any Ultas in Canada. And then I hit up a CVS, Target, Walgreens, and a bunch of Walmarts. Basically, this is going to be a first impressions try-on of all these products. A lot of these we can't get in Canada. Like, they're just not carried in stores in Canada. Basically, that's what it is. It's just me wanting to try out new products that I can't easily access while I'm in Canada. Okay, so I didn't pick up a primer. So I just primed my face with the Touch & Soul No Poreblem primer. That's the primer that I've pretty much been using constantly. Okay, so then I picked up 2 foundations. So the first one, we do carry Wet n Wild. This is their Mega Cushion Foundation. And we do carry Wet n Wild in Canada, but I've never seen the Cushion Foundation. I've only seen the Cushion, like, color correctors. So I picked up the Cushion Foundation in the shade Light Ivory. And then I also picked up the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. I know there's a ton of controversy with this product. And a lot of people refused to purchase it, which I completely understand. Like, I've just heard so many mixed reviews about this. I really want to try it for myself. This is just basically based on the product, not any of the drama that was going with it. So I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape today. And I picked up the shade Fair Beige. This might be a little bit too light. Let me just blend this out. So it's definitely not very full coverage. I can see a lot of my redness poking through. Doesn't really seem to be like super duper hydrating. It's kind of clinging to a bit of my drier spots, and honestly it doesn't look completely amazing. It's definitely not full coverage. I think you could build it up a little bit, but I'm going to try going in with the Wet n Wild and see if I can add some more coverage using this. I'm just going to go in here with my beauty blender and pick up some product and then just go over. Okay, so the Wet n Wild foundation looks really nice over top. So now on to concealers. I picked up 3 concealers. I picked up 2 Tarte Shape Tapes in different shades. So I always use Fair Neutral, so I grabbed a backup of that because I was pretty much out of it by the time I was traveling. And this one is Light Sand. So this one I just kind of want to brighten a little bit, but not completely highlight the face. And then I also picked up the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in the shade, I can't see the shade, but it was like the lightest one that they carried at Ulta. I'm just going to go in with the Catrice concealer today. Okay, that blended out so easily, and there's like, it's really not going into my like fine lines. I'm just going to put a little bit more just down here because I have some really dark circles. That's just who I am. Okay, that concealer is really good so far. Next, onto powder. So I got this from Walmart. This is the Flower Beauty, the stickers off of it, but it's like the translucent powder, I believe. I'm just going to pop some into the lid here and just go under my eye. The powder doesn't really feel like anything super special right now. It looks pretty and it feels really smooth. Now onto a bronzer. So this is the Model's Own Sculpt Glow Cream to Powder Bronzer in Deep Glow. Okay, I'm just going to go and try this with my beauty blender. Okay, so it's kind of hard to get a lot of pigment out of that, but so now, last but not least for the face, I'm going to use the Sleek Makeup. This is the highlighting palette in Solstice. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to take this kind of like purpley cream shade in the corner and just pop that onto the high points of my face. So that is the cream highlighter, and now I'm just going to go in. I bought two Morphe M510s because mine is pretty frayed. These are like my favorite highlighting brushes. And I'm just going to take the purple shade in the powder, the kind of purpley shade, and just go on top of the cream. So these two on top of each other are a little bit crazy. But, yeah. This is blinding. Okay. So now I'm going to quickly move on to eyes. Okay, so the primer I got for my eyes is the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Ultimate Eye Primer. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit of this out onto my finger. That kind of moves the foundation a little bit around on the corners of your eyes, but other than that, it doesn't seem too bad. So now for eyeshadow, I picked up the Makeup Revolution and Soph X Ultra Eyeshadows palette. So it comes with this little sheet that tells you all of the names of the shadows. Okay, so I'm just going to take this kind of like pinky nude shade and set my primer. Also, look how big this mirror is. It's massive. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with this kind of pinky shade down here and just pop that into the crease. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this brighter orange shade down here and just put that in the crease just lower than the last color. And now I'm just going to take a little packing-ish brush and take this like darker reddish brown and just pack it onto the outer corner. I'm going to take this like pink on the same brush and just kind of go and blend that into the, I'm blending like the darker red I just put on into the lid a little bit more. Okay, and then on my finger, I'm just going to take this like golden color and press that onto the lid. And I'm just taking the white shade to highlight the inner corner, and I'm going to go under the brow bone. Okay, so overall the palette's not too bad. I had a little bit of trouble with the metallic shade I used. It kind of wanted to harden, and then I couldn't really get the same amount of pigment onto both eyes. But other than that, it was pretty decent. So for mascara, I have the Flower Beauty Zoom In Ultimate Mascara. Okay, so this apparently has like this twist. Basically, you can have your wand like tightly twisted, like a slight twist, or you can have the bristles perfectly straight. So I'm going to do the straight bristles on the bottom lashes, and then I will try and do something else on the top lashes. Okay, and now I'm going to go super twisted on the top lashes and see what that does. Okay, so basically the mascara is pretty decent. The curlier you make the wand, the more clumpy your lashes get. So I did my lashes, I twisted it all the way, and then I did my top lashes, and then I straightened it and combed them out. Okay, so now onto lips. I have everything I have for lips is Flower Beauty. So this is the Flower Beauty lip pencil in the shade Petal Pout. Okay, so then I also picked up their Miracle Matte Lip in the shade Bare Honey, and their like stick lipstick in creamy or peachy nude. This is their cream lipstick. So I'm just going to go with this today because my lips are pretty dry. So last but not least, I have setting sprays. So I picked up the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe, Herbs, and Rose Water. And then I also picked up the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray in their Dewy Finish. So I'm going to go in with this today. Why not? Let's just go in with a little bit of this too. Okay guys, so This is the final look using all of the first impressions that I got while I was at Ulta. And I mean, some of this was from Walmart as well, but most of it is from Ulta. So I'm going to wear this throughout the day, and then I will come back and give you my final thoughts. See you in a little bit. Hey everyone, so it's the end of the day. This makeup has been on for about 9 hours now, and it did hold up pretty good. I have a little bit of flaking up here in like the hairline, but I mean, I got a sunburn on vacation. It is still peeling a little bit, and it definitely broke up around my nose. It kind of like came off the tip of my nose, which is pretty common for foundation for me. Also, I was changing a lot, and I noticed that I kind of like scraped off some of the makeup off my nose. It doesn't look too bad. I want to try both of the foundations separately and see. The eyeshadow held up pretty good. The metallic kind of lost some of its brightness. The highlighter is still on and still pretty vibrant. I'm really impressed with the highlighter. The lipstick came off really quickly. So pretty much by the time I was done eating, I had breakfast after I filmed this morning. And by the time I was done eating, this was pretty much gone, and I didn't reapply it throughout the day. So let me just do a quick little rundown of everything I tried out, and I will just kind of go through. So the two foundations, I want to try this one out on its own to see. It really wasn't that full coverage, and it applied decently. It was a little bit hard to blend out, but overall it wasn't too bad. This Wet n Wild Cushion foundation went on really nicely, and I really want to try it on my own, or on its own, sorry. See how the coverage is without the Tarte foundation underneath. The concealer, so the Catrice concealer, I really like it. It started to like sink into the fine lines now towards the end of the day, but it lasted pretty long, and the coverage is so pretty, and it blended out beautifully. The Flower Beauty powder was really nothing super special. It kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. loose powder, whatever it's called. But again, it did the job. It feels really silky under my eyes, and I mean, it didn't really like break up anything. It's a decent powder. The bronzer, it was just not super duper pigmented. I tried it with a brush, it really did nothing, and then it did work with the damp beauty blender and pushing it in. The highlighting palette from Sleek is incredible. I think the layering of the cream and the powder is so pretty. I want to do the same thing, but with the other two shades, like the more goldy, peachy shades. The eyeshadow palette, the colors I used are pretty good. Obviously I didn't use that many colors, but the mattes are really nice. The shimmer I had a little bit of trouble with because, as you can see, it did kind of harden. It just like, for some reason, like gets hard, and you can't really get as much pigment off of it. But the colors I did use are decently pigmented. They worked really well. They blended nicely, and they lasted all day, which I really appreciate in my eyeshadows. And then the Flower Beauty mascara, I really like this. It actually kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Beverly Sex mascara, which is what I use all the time. Then the two setting sprays. This one smells so freaking good. This one I really didn't like the mist on it. You have to kind of press it down all of the way, and then you get a really nice mist. I was just gonna do quick little spurts, and it wasn't really doing much. But if you do hold it down, it gets a really nice mist, like you can see there. And this one is a heavier mist, but the rose water smells so good. I really like both of those. Lip liner I really liked. I'm going to use again. Lipstick, it's a pretty color, but it just really didn't last long. The eyelid primer, I'm not going to use this one again. I don't think. It got a little bit down here onto my concealer and kind of bunched everything up, and there's like a lighter spot where it kind of stuck weird. Everything I used, I'm pretty impressed with, and I'm definitely going to use it all again. Just not maybe this guy right here. So that's it from me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Ulta haul, my first Ulta haul. Thank you guys so much for watching this Ulta haul video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you've tried any of these products and how you felt about them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.